Seniors, prevent muscle loss right now with just one food: tuna and salmon. After the age of 60, many people begin to notice that their bodies are no longer as strong as they used to be. Strength fades, movements become slower, arms feel less steady, and tasks that were once easy now become more difficult. A major reason for this decline is the loss of muscle mass, a silent issue that can lead to serious consequences if not addressed in time. Muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia, is a common condition in the elderly, where the body gradually loses the muscle mass necessary for movement and overall health. Studies show that after the age of 50, people can lose about 1 to 2% of their muscle mass each year. Without proper intervention, this rate of loss accelerates after age 70, increasing the risk of falls, weakness, pain, and dependency on others for daily activities. The good news is, science has proven that incorporating tuna and salmon into your daily diet can help prevent and even restore lost muscle mass in seniors. These aren't just delicious and easy-to-prepare fish. They are superfoods packed with high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and essential nutrients for muscle health. Tuna and salmon are both rich in high-quality protein, which is the key building block of muscles and essential for constructing and maintaining muscle tissue. As we age, the body's ability to synthesize protein diminishes. This means older adults need more protein than younger individuals to maintain muscle mass. A serving of tuna or salmon provides 20 to 25 grams of easily digestible protein, ideal for a meal that supports muscle maintenance. In addition to protein, both salmon and tuna are renowned for their high content of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These fatty acids have strong anti-inflammatory properties that reduce muscle soreness, support recovery after movement, and especially stimulate muscle protein synthesis in the elderly. In a study published in the journal Clinical Nutrition, older adults who supplemented with omega-3 from salmon for 6 months increased their muscle mass by up to 3.5% without intense exercise. That's an impressive figure, especially for seniors with limited mobility. Moreover, salmon is a great source of vitamin D, a vital nutrient that strengthens muscles and supports joint and bone health. Vitamin D deficiency is a key factor in muscle weakness, trembling limbs, unsteady balance, and fall risk in the elderly. Regularly eating salmon not only provides natural vitamin D, but also valuable calcium and phosphorus for a stronger musculoskeletal system. Another important factor to consider is the age-related decline in nutrient absorption. Older adults often struggle to digest and absorb nutrients, particularly protein from red meat or harder-to-chew foods. That's why tuna and salmon, soft, easy to chew, and easy to digest, are ideal choices. These fish not only support digestion but are also tasty and can be prepared in a variety of appetizing dishes, making meals more enjoyable and stimulating appetite in the elderly. Beyond their muscle benefits, eating salmon and tuna supports the overall health of seniors. Omega-3 rich fish help reduce the risk of stroke, stabilize blood pressure, manage blood sugar levels, and support memory. You may not notice it right away, but when muscle strength declines, other systems, like the brain and heart, also begin to slow down. Therefore, adding fish to the diet is not just about muscles, but about preserving the entire aging body. Many seniors worry about mercury or heavy metals in fish. However, there's no need for concern if you buy from trusted sources and choose high-quality farmed salmon or clean ocean tuna. Eating in moderation, about 2 to 3 servings of fish per week, is not only safe but highly beneficial. Maintaining muscle is not just a physical issue, it affects the mind. When a senior can stand up without using their hands, go grocery shopping, cook, or bathe independently, it's a great source of pride and motivation to stay healthy. Preventing muscle loss is key to helping seniors live independently, confidently, and without relying on others. In modern nursing homes in Japan, tuna and salmon are regularly featured in weekly menus. Elderly people in Okinawa, a place with the world's highest life expectancy, also consume fish daily as an essential part of their diet. That's no coincidence. Through small dietary habits, they have built strong, resilient bodies that last through time, without needing expensive supplements. Another advantage of tuna and salmon is their versatility with traditional Vietnamese dishes. Seniors can enjoy steamed salmon with lemongrass, braised tuna with pineapple, salmon mushroom porridge, tuna passion fruit salad, or grilled fish wraps with fresh herbs. These meals are not only delicious, but light and easy to digest, preventing the elderly from feeling bloated or losing appetite. Imagine a morning when a senior wakes up feeling stronger, without shaky limbs, and walking more steadily. That's the result of months of consistent fish-based meals. The transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it steadily rebuilds strength, like a tree quietly reviving from the roots. If you're caring for aging parents, don't just focus on feeding them enough. Help them eat right, the right nutrients at the right time. A piece of tuna or salmon each day might be the natural medicine that helps your parents maintain strong limbs and their independence. It's also the most sustainable way to express love and responsibility. Choosing the right food can completely change the quality of life after 70. Don't let your loved ones become bedridden due to muscle loss, something that can absolutely be prevented with a little care and consistency. Tuna and salmon may be one food, as mentioned in the title, but their impact is multifaceted and long-lasting. We can't stop aging, but we can choose to age with strength. Tuna and salmon are the trustworthy companions for that journey. Why older adults lose muscle easily and why it must be prevented as early as possible. Muscles are not just for movement, they are the foundation of overall health. When you lose muscle, you don't just get weaker, you also lose balance, become more prone to falls, and your ability to recover from illness declines. Medical research has shown that muscle loss is directly linked to increased early mortality in older adults. Why does this happen? There are three main reasons. First, the natural aging process reduces the levels of growth hormone and testosterone, two key elements in muscle synthesis. Second, older adults tend to be less physically active, leading to muscle disuse and gradual atrophy. Third, a diet low in protein or poor nutrient absorption results in the body lacking the necessary building blocks to maintain muscle mass. Unfortunately, most older adults only recognize the issue when it's too late. When you can't get up from a chair on your own, no longer have the strength to open a jar, or need help every time you use the restroom, this is no longer just aging, but a clear sign of severe muscle loss. Why tuna and salmon are considered golden foods for preventing muscle loss in seniors. Tuna and salmon contain everything seniors need to prevent muscle loss. First and foremost is protein, the number one factor in building and repairing muscles. The protein in fish is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids the body cannot produce on its own. This type of protein is also easier to digest than red meat and doesn't stress the digestive system like high-fat meats. Next is omega-3, especially DHA and EPA. These fatty acids are not only beneficial for the heart and brain, but they also help reduce muscle inflammation, improve muscle insulin sensitivity, and enhance the rate of muscle protein synthesis, which is crucial for older adults. Tuna and salmon are also rich in vitamins D and B12, two essential vitamins for muscle, nerve, and immune function. Vitamin D deficiency is a common cause of fatigue, bone pain, and falls in seniors. Meanwhile, vitamin B12 supports nerve health and helps prevent tremors and cognitive decline. 7-day sample meal plan featuring tuna and salmon for older adults. Instead of complicated calculations, here's a simple and nutritious weekly meal plan. Day 1. Breakfast, oatmeal with salmon and mushrooms. Lunch, pan-seared tuna with passion fruit sauce and boiled vegetables. Dinner, salmon soup with spinach. Day 2. Breakfast, whole grain bread with mashed tuna, avocado, and cucumber. Lunch, honey glazed grilled salmon with steamed pumpkin. Dinner, tuna and carrot porridge. Day 3. Breakfast, omelet with smoked salmon. Lunch, braised tuna with pineapple and brown rice. Dinner, creamy salmon and vegetable soup. Day 4. Breakfast, tuna salad with olive oil and lemon. Lunch, salmon with teriyaki sauce and soft white rice. Dinner, tuna and seaweed soup. Day 5. Breakfast, grilled salmon sandwich with boiled eggs. Lunch, braised turmeric tuna with stir-fried water spinach. Dinner, pumpkin and salmon porridge. Day 6. Breakfast, toast with sesame tuna spread. Lunch, steamed salmon with ginger and scallions, served with boiled green beans. Dinner, glass noodles with tuna and leafy greens. Day 7. Breakfast, salmon mixed with cream cheese and rice cakes. Lunch, fried rice with tuna and vegetables. Dinner, salmon and tomato sauce with boiled cabbage. Tips for choosing and storing tuna and salmon to make them easier for seniors to use. When buying tuna or salmon, choose fresh or frozen options from trusted, clean sources. If buying canned fish, especially tuna, opt for low sodium, low oil, or water-packed versions to avoid raising blood pressure in seniors. If daily cooking is inconvenient, you can prepare and portion the fish in advance. Divide into individual servings, freeze in small bags, and thaw gradually in the fridge as needed. This saves time and is especially helpful for seniors living alone or with limited mobility in the kitchen. Real-life story: regaining muscle strength after 70 thanks to tuna and salmon. A study in Norway tracking over 2,000 people aged 70 and older found that those who ate seafood at least 3 times per week had better mobility, walking speed, and grip strength compared to those who consumed less fish. Notably, the group that ate more fish was 40% more likely to live independently than the other group. In Vietnam, many elderly people have experienced significant improvements after adding seafood to their diets. One elderly woman in Da Nang, who used to have weak legs and couldn't stand steadily, began eating salmon 3 times a week along with light exercise. Eventually, she was able to climb stairs and clean her home without assistance. Her recovery came from perseverance and choosing the right food. Dispelling common myths about fish consumption among older adults. Many seniors still believe that eating fish causes a cold stomach, is too fishy, or contains harmful mercury. However, these are common misconceptions. Ocean tuna and organically farmed salmon with safety certifications usually do not contain high levels of mercury. When properly prepared, steamed with ginger, made into porridge, grilled, or braised, fish won't be overly fishy or cause bloating. Eating fish in moderation does not increase cholesterol like fatty meats. In fact, it helps reduce inflammation and promotes better circulation. So instead of avoiding fish, choose the right type, prepare it properly, and consume the right amount to fully benefit from what fish has to offer. Why eating fish alone isn't enough. The role of light exercise in maintaining muscle mass. Salmon and tuna are golden sources of nutrition, but to truly help the body absorb these nutrients and turn them into muscle, you need one more important factor: regular physical activity. Muscles do not maintain themselves if they're not used. When you sit or lie down too much, the brain sends fewer signals to your muscles, causing them to shrink, even if you're eating enough protein. On the other hand, with just gentle exercises like walking, light weightlifting, yoga, or simple movements at home, you activate muscle protein synthesis, helping the body use the protein you eat more effectively. In fact, many studies show that when seniors combine omega-3 rich fish consumption with light exercise 3 to 5 times a week, they not only increase muscle mass, but also improve bone density, flexibility, and balance. You don't need intense workouts. A few simple and easy-to-do activities include: sit to stand from a chair 10 to 15 times a day, lifting a 500 milliliters water bottle as a hand weight, walking around the house or yard for at least 15 to 20 minutes, stretching arms, rotating hips, lifting knees, shaking wrists. The combination of fish-based nutrition and movement is an inseparable duo if you truly want to maintain physical strength after the age of 70. Your body is silently warning you about muscle loss, but few pay attention. Many older adults believe that getting weaker is just a natural part of aging. But in reality, weakness isn't necessarily aging. It could be a sign that your body is losing muscle mass drastically. If you notice one or more of the following signs, it's time to act. Feeling more tired when climbing stairs, legs shaking, easily losing balance or tripping even on flat surfaces, lacking the strength to open a water bottle or carry something heavy, difficulty standing up from a chair or bed, clothes becoming loose around thighs, buttocks, or arms, even if your weight hasn't changed, feeling especially drained after a cold or illness, and taking longer to recover. These are clear warning signs. Your body is losing muscle, and if nothing is done, you may also lose your independence. Advice from nutrition experts and geriatric doctors around the world. Dr. Stuart Phillips, a leading expert on nutrition and muscle metabolism in older adults in Canada, once emphasized, "It's never too late to build back muscle, even at age 80. All you need is enough high-quality protein, omega-3s, and light exercise." Meanwhile, the World Health Organization, WHO, recommends that older adults consume at least 1.2 g of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, and up to 1.5 g/kg if they exercise. For someone weighing 60 kilograms, that means 90 g of protein daily, and tuna or salmon is one of the easiest ways to meet that goal. Dr. Kenji Saito, a geriatric medicine expert in Japan, also recommends seniors eat ocean fish at least 3 times per week, prepared through steaming, light braising, grilling, or salads to preserve flavor and ensure easy digestion. Proper care can extend lifespan and quality of life. If you're caring for a parent, grandparent, or elderly loved one, remember that care isn't just about feeding them enough. It's about feeding them the right foods for their aging bodies. You don't need fancy meals. A simple dish like pumpkin salmon porridge, steamed tuna with ginger, or a tuna salad already offers high nutritional value if eaten regularly. Pay attention to these small but essential points. Always cook meals until soft and easy to chew. Avoid bony or greasy dishes. Combine fish with fiber-rich green vegetables to aid digestion. Avoid salty seasoning. Use lemon, ginger, and scallions for natural flavor. Eat on schedule, with 3 main meals plus 1 to 2 light snacks daily. Encourage light activity 15 to 30 minutes after meals. Maintaining a habit of eating fish regularly not only helps seniors live healthily, but also helps them live joyfully, independently, and meaningfully.